Hello, welcome to my channel Ocean Expressions. My name's Sam. Thank you for being here today from myself and from you. You're learning something new and that's big. I'm proud of you. I really hope by the end of this video you feel proud of yourself. Creating and making things is so important to me. It has helped me so much with my mental health and everything. There's one reason that I'm here, it is that I feel so privileged to be able to share this knowledge with you, to share making and creating and just bringing that magic together. I'm going to be showing you how to make this necklace. It's really pretty. It's got a little bit of an intricate macrame design, but nothing too crazy. It's a unique looking piece and it's just that next level from the basic one, so it's fun. It's got these little dangly bits at the bottom as well. Before we get into it, I need your help, guys. If you have been enjoying these videos, give them a like, share them if you know anyone that would benefit from them or who would love making this sort of thing. Spread the love. Subscribe and click the little notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with new videos. Comment if you have any questions, and let's do this. Let's make some magic. So for this necklace, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a lighter for finishing off, this waxed cord. I'll pop the link for this one in the description below. It is 8mm synthetic waxed macrame cord. Then we've got scissors, a measuring tape for measuring how long we want our string, a crystal to wrap, and I've got 11 beads. So we've got 8 for the bottom and 3 for the top. Any sort of beads you like. So first we're going to start off by cutting 4 pieces of cord that are 160 centimeters long. Then we're going to get the tails of one end and meet them up with the tails from our other end. Just like that. Then we're going to chop another piece of cord, just like this. This one is 40 centimeters long. Then what we're going to do is get our little bundle of cords here. We're going to place the tail so it's a bit shorter than these other tails so we can differentiate between the two. Then we're going to bend it over, loop it round like that. Then we're going to decide where we want our wrap, so how long you want these little tails really. So I'm going to do mine about here. I'm going to start wrapping, and I'm going to wrap from the bottom going up and make it nice and tight. The tighter we pull it, the neater it will be and the more secure our strings will be in our wrap. So that looks pretty good to me. I want my little wrap about that long, so I'm just going to leave it there. Then we've got our loop here. So the tail that we've been wrapping around, this one, we'll keep the tension on it, but we'll pop it through the loop here. And then we'll pull on our short string and it'll pull that loop into our bundle. See how it's pulled our loop through into our bundle? And now that's secure and we can just trim off this little excess bit. And there we have a really nice clean cord wrap. So for the bottom bit, we can pop on all of our little beads now, or we can do it later. So to pop them on, just put it on and tie a knot in the bit of cord that it's on. and that will hold the bead on. Do it for the next one. There we go. So we'll just repeat that for all of the beads. And then once I've got all of my beads on, like that, I've tied all the little knots, then we're just going to finish the ends off. So we get each individual one, and see how that tail is really long? You just burn it. Make sure you lick your finger before you press it. But you can just press it into itself and it helps secure the bead a bit more. So burn it, lick your finger and just press it. And repeat for all of the beads. So that is what the bottom of our necklace looks when we've finished off all of the beads. You guys are doing so well. I'm so proud of you. It's looking so cute. Got a little tassel. Okay, so the next step that we're going to do, which I love, is making our little net. So we'll get the first... Kidding. We have to chop this end first. So our little loops that we've got together at the end, separate them. Now we're going to get 2 pieces of cord that are close together, and we'll start doing our little net. So we'll tie them together about 1 centimeter away from our little wrap. So 1, then we'll get 2, another pair of cords, and we'll do the same, tying our knot about the same distance away. So for this stone that I'm doing, it's going to be around 1 centimeter. And then we'll get another pair of cords, tie those 2 together, about 1 centimeter away from our little wrap, and the last pair, we'll tie them together. Now the next level, next layer that we're going to do is just going around again, so building from this. So we've got our 4 pairs of cords. Now we're just going to get 1 from one pair and 1 from the other pair, and they're going to become friends. We're going to tie them together about 1 centimeter above our last knots. Just like that. And then 1 from that pair and 1 from the neighboring pair. And they can be friends too. We'll tie them together. Then we're going to get 1 from the next pair and 1 from the next pair. Tie them together. Then we'll get the last 2 and tie them together. I really love to use macrame as a form of meditation because it is repetitive, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get it, so it's really a good time to practice being kind to yourself and be patient to yourself, and you're learning something new. Like, that is amazing. So that's the start of our little net that we've got going on. So we're going to do the next level, and we'll tie one from each pair together to make our net. While we do this, let's focus on our breathing and doing big belly breaths. In and out. And again, in and out. One from one pair, one from the other pair. And we're tying them together. And working our way around. So one from one pair, one from the pair next to it. Tying them together. One from one pair, one from the other pair. And tying them together. There we go. So now we're just going to measure our net on our crystal and just see how we're going for size. My goodness, it's gorgeous. We're just going to do one more round. So we'll get one from one pair, one from the other pair. Tie them together. Then one from one pair, one from the other pair, and tie them together. Then one from there, one from the next one. And the last pair for the round. And before we do our little top macrame bit, there we go. So that's our last round for our net done. We'll put our crystal back in. So once we have our crystal in our net positioned how we like it, I'm just going to get these two pairs from the back and put them to the side, and the two front pairs we're going to keep at the front. I'm going to make a number 4 looking thing with these cords across the middle two. I'm going to take these side cords, go over the tail, under everything, and put them up and through this section. So we're making a square knot, essentially. Do the same thing but on the opposite side. So we'll put this into like a number 4 sort of shape. These tails go over that, under here, and up and through here. Now that does look a bit confusing with all the cords everywhere, but you got this. If you have to undo it and try again, just you got this. You'll get it. So that's our square knot that we've just done there. Now from here, I'm going to take the outside cords. I'm going to bring the furthermost outmost one, and I'm going to wrap the second one. I'm going to put the tail over, under, through, over, under, through, wrapping that going so that one's going out. Then I'm going to bring this one across and still wrapping it with this one but pulling the other way. So go over, under, through, over, under, through. Then we're going to do the same with this one. So that one's going out, this one's going over, under, through, over, under, through, then this one's turning, and we're still wrapping but we're going under, over, through, and pulling out to the side, over, under, through, and pulling out to the side again. That's just so our two side pieces, they're coming around, they're making that sort of shape. So then with this cord that we've just been wrapping, we're going to bring it in. One of the inside cords that we have 4 in the middle. We're going to get one that's closest to this side and wrap this cord. So over, under, through, over, under, through, and we'll do the same on this side. So the one that we've been wrapping on this side, we'll bring it over, get one from the middle and wrap it, over, under, through, over, under, through. There we go. Then we'll find our 2 middle cords that haven't wrapped anything yet, and we're going to pop our main bead on there. So for our main bead, I've chosen this turquoise one. Oh, it looks like that hole is actually not very big, so maybe I will just use one of the cords to put the bead on. Preferably I like to use 2, but if there's not enough room, sometimes I will just use 1. So there's only enough room for that one bead. So the extra cord, I'm just going to continue wrapping this side with the cord, over, under, through, oop, over, under, through, and then the one that's got our bead on it, we'll lift that up, bring this one around and wrap this one with this one. So over, under, through, wrapping that, through, then we're going to join them together in the middle. So wrap the 2 middle ones, wrap one of them onto the other one. To join them in the middle. There we go. So this is what our necklace is looking like so far. The next thing I'm going to do is just coming from the top. So we've got 4 cords on one side, 4 cords on the other side. So I'm going to bring the top cord and wrap it with the next one. So I'm going to go over, under, through, over, under, through, and the next cord I'm going to wrap over, under, through, over, under, through, one, under through, then I'm going to do the same thing again, so getting the top cord, bringing it over, just going to do 2 wraps on each cord, for each cord, so 1, 2, next cord, 1, 2, and the last one. And again, turn on the flash so everyone could see properly. We're going to do that again. So we'll take the top cord, bringing it over, and wrapping with the next cord twice, over, under, through, under, through, next one along, then we're going to do the other side. So taking our top cord and wrapping it with the next one, so go over, under, through, over, under, through, and then we're going to wrap with this one, over, under, through, under, through, one more on this side, I mean on this row, got a few more on this side to go still. So that's that row. Now we're going to get our top cord again and bring it down. So wrapping it with each cord along, so over, under, through, over, under, through, over, under, through, so that's that next row done. Now we are doing another one on this side, so we'll get our middle top one, bring it down again, and the last one on this row, and for this side now, over, under, through, over, under, through. Oh. Now as you can see, we have our cute little design at the top now. It's so pretty. So we'll get the 2 middle cords here from this side, and we're going to pop a bead on. So then for the next bit, we're going to work around these two middle strings. We got our two outside strings on this side. We'll put these ones away because we're not working with them at all now. And for this bit, we're just going to make a number 4 like this. This tail goes over this tail, under the 2 and up and through there. And we'll pull it tight. And then we're just going to repeat this on this side over and over and over again, because that's what will make our little spiral. So we'll do number 4 over the tail, under the 2, up and through. So number 4 over the tail, under the 2, up and through. Oh my gosh, it all rhymes. So this bit is going to be really repetitive, guys. You're just going to literally keep doing this until you've got the spiral section about 4 centimeters long. So you haven't seen the spiral yet. We'll just keep doing this, and then you'll see how it goes. So we go, this one goes across, this one goes over the tail, under the 2 middle ones, up and through there, and pulling it tight. And can you see how it's starting to spiral now? Just there. Like a little DNA thing going on. So yeah, just do that until you have 4 centimeters worth of that. So once we've got this side to about 4 centimeters, we're going to do the other side. You can pin your piece to the carpet if you like. This can kind of hold it a little bit more still and make it a little bit easier to work with. That's something I like to do sometimes. So for this side, we're going to grab our other bead and pop it on. Then we're going to start our spiral by crossing this one over the 2 middle, this one over the tail, under the 2 middle ones, up and through, and pulling it tight. And then we're just going to repeat that process over and over and over again, just like we did on the other side, to create our 4 centimeter spiral part. So we're crossing it over, making like a 4 sort of shape. This one goes over the tail, under the 2 middle ones, up and through. I like to use this time while we're doing this bit of macrame as a form of meditation, really just focusing on our breathing. Big deep belly breaths in and out, because it is a repetitive motion, focusing on the feeling of the cord between our fingers and the intention that we want to put into the piece that we're creating and into life in general. Creation is a wonderful portal, a tool for manifestation, for creating your own reality, for physically putting an intention into the world. I love it. So we'll just repeat this over and over again, being kind to yourself, being patient with yourself. You might do it wrong once and need to unpick it, but it's all part of the process. You got this. And I believe in you. So just focusing on your breath and on the feeling of the cord. And I'll meet you back here when we finish doing our 4 centimeters worth of spiral. So once we've got our 2 spirals the same length, we're just going to braid up to where our strings finish. So we'll just braid with all of the cords. So using the 2 middle ones, separating them as one cord, just using that as one cord itself, then the 2 outside cords as their own cords. So taking an outside bit and moving it to the center, outside piece comes to the middle, outside bit comes to the middle, and we repeat this over and over again until we get to the end of our string. This too is a very repetitive process, and I like to use this as a form of meditation, as well, a time to think of all the things that I'm grateful for, and just being kind and patient with myself. Okay, so we just do this until we get to the end of the cord. So then once you've got to the end of one side, we will braid, well, as far as you can go on one side, we'll do the other side. So braiding that, bringing one of the outside ones to the middle, other outside one to the middle, and then the 2 middle ones to the middle. So we're just gonna braid them or plait them, whatever you want to call it, all the way to the end, or as far as you can on this side. Again, focusing on your breathing and your intention. And I'll meet you at the bottom of here. So then once we've got to the end of both of our braids, we'll make sure that they are even in length, and then I'm going to tie all the strings together. As close to the end of the braid as possible. And we'll do the same on the other side. Making sure they are in fact the same length. What we're going to do is we're going to get our ends. We're going to snip the excess cord off about that far from our knot, and same on the other side. And then we're going to burn these ends to finish. So we'll burn them, make sure you lick your finger before you go pressing it, otherwise you'll burn your finger. But that just finishes it off really nice. There we go. So then, for finishing it off, we'll put our 2 cords parallel to each other. Get a little bit of the excess that we just snipped off of one of them. Or if yours isn't long enough, you can just grab another cord. Tie it, just like that. And then we're going to do a square knot along here just to make our necklace adjustable. So making it into a 4 sort of shape, crossing the tail over that tail, under the 2 middle ones, and up and through the loop. 1, and then alternating sides. So over the tail, under the 2, up and through. And then this side again. Over the tail, under the 2, up and through. And then this side again. And one last time. And I'm just going to flip my over, tie a double knot at the back. 1, 2. Snip those little excess bits off. And burn it to finish it. When you burn it, make sure you press it back onto the little tab that we've just made, so it doesn't get on your cords that you're wanting to be adjustable. So there we go. Now that'll glide nicely through there and make our necklace adjustable. And hooray, we did it! You guys made a really beautiful little macrame necklace, and it's adjustable. And I'm so proud of you. Hooray, we did it! We made a really nice little adjustable macrame necklace. I am so proud of you, and I really hope you feel proud of yourself. You did so well, and you learned something new, and you made something. You put that beautiful creative life force energy out into the universe, and you did good. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing and being you. You're amazing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Share if you think it could help someone else. Comment if you have any questions or tips. And subscribe and click the little notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with new videos. I look forward to creating with you guys, and if you've got Instagram, I would absolutely love to see your creations. You can tag ocean_expressions or send me a message, and yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys create, and I cannot wait to connect. Big love and happy making.